Well, Club Shay Shay is getting messier and messier. It's almost like Wendy Williams didn't go anywhere. She just got a weight set. Um, so Monique was on. Every time I see Monique these days, she's on doing some greasy ass video with her and her daddy complaining about something or working out. I don't know nobody that work out that much and gain weight unless every crunch you do has got Captain in front of it. But apparently she goes on Club Shay Shay and tells the story about how she came on my radio show and I wasn't there at the time. And my co-host Jasmine Sanders played a game that we played all the time with everybody called Would You Rather. She apparently was so offended by that she said she got off. She called me. Monique did, and she said I was very dismissive, like, Monique's a liar. When Monique did call me, I heard her complaints. I listened to her, and I pulled the segment. So if I had been as dismissive as she alleges I was, that segment would have aired. It didn't because I respected her wishes. She's a liar. It's also befuddles the shit out of me how somebody who as a comedian talks as much shit about everybody else as she does, she has the temerity to be offended about anything as much shit as you say about people. Then she encouraged everybody, allegedly it stems from the fact that I used to always talk shit about her on video after video, and she encouraged her sweet babies to look at the video and find them. Do that. Do exactly what she says. And you know what you're not going to find? You're not going to find any evidence of that because Monique is a fucking liar. She's lying about that. But what you will find is Monique talking shit about some alleged contract dispute we had. Look at the ticket. It says D.L. Hughley, then Monique. She knows the story. But what she did in response to that, she talked about my dog, my wife. This broad even brought out my daughter's personal trauma. My daughter was molested, and Monique brought that shit out and told the world that I allowed my daughter to be raped in front of me. The lying motherfucker. She knows she was lying. And it only stopped when everybody from my family checked her. It's interesting. You know what else you won't see Monique doing? You won't ever see her with her family, videos with her children or grandchildren, because nobody fucks with me. How do you have sweet babies when your own babies don't fuck with you? How do you love us for real when there's no evidence of anybody loving you for real, except your daddy, who you apparently have to pay? And FYI, daughters are paid for by daddies, not daddies who get paid by their daughters. You know what else you won't see Monique doing? Telling jokes. Monique, if she'd have spent as much time actually writing jokes and writing her Netflix special as she did complaining about not having one, it wouldn't have been trash. It got the worst reviews of any Netflix special in history. Because that's what Monique does. She complains and she has grievances. You never see her being a human being. You never see her being sweet and warm to people. Except when she's using it to butter somebody up to get something. There's a reason why everywhere she goes, shit starts. Everywhere she goes. How is it that nobody fucks with you? Not even your family. How do you, I was on the road getting it. I get it every goddamn week. Look at my schedule versus yours. See how much I'm going. And I still manage to have a relationship that I cherish with my children. Can you say the same? You can't. Because all you do is talk about your grievances and who did you wrong. There's a reason you're by yourself. There's a reason you got to pay a man to love you. It's sad. There's an old adage that says you can't buy love. It's a shame, Monique, that you probably always will have to.
Yo, that was kind of a lot, okay? Especially considering she didn't really say nothing about you except for, like, you kind of got to apologize because she felt you disrespected her family. At the end of the day, you know? Then he went on and on. The misogyny of it all was like crazy. The misogyny of it all was crazy. Now, let's be for real. There are a lot of women out here who call a man daddy. Okay, there are a lot of women out here who call a man daddy. So I don't know why they keep throwing that. If that's what she call her man, that's what she call her man. There are a lot of women out here who call their man daddy. Then he, like, I don't even understand this dude going on talking about, you know, because her family don't like her. See, the gag of it all. Can we be real for a minute on male and female dynamics? D.L. Hughley had a wife, right? He had a wife who was home taking care of the kids. D.L. Hughley was hardly there. He was out doing whatever he was doing, you know, and you knew it wasn't all of that because, again, like he has said on his own show before Monique even mentioned it up, his friend was doing things to his daughter, and he still chose his friend's side over his daughter. Okay, let's just deal with that. He was not there, but he actively had a wife who was there making sure that people still loved their daddy, still, respected their father, even though their father was shit because he was out here allowing them to get by others. He was the same dude who was literally on here talking about he glad that his side baby died. You cannot make this shit up. Monique is a woman. It don't sound right, but the reality is her getting up and leaving her kids to go follow her dream, that's going to cause strife. That's going to cause problems because mommy wasn't there. So there was nobody like in D.O. Hughley's life who was sitting there representing him or representing Monique and, still making her kids love and respect their daddy. Because trust and believe, if you get to dig enough, probably the only reason those children even F with him like that is because of their mama. And when their mama go ahead, it probably will not be anywhere close to that. Like, I'm just baffled by the audacity of this man talking about, her stand-up did what he said, her stand-up was trash. Bruh, every comedy special he does is trash. I went to a Monique, was it a Monique? I don't remember. I saw Monique in stand-up probably like 2 years ago. Me and my homegirl, we was up close too. It was somebody had a show. I don't remember if it was a Monique stand-up. It was somebody performing, but we saw Monique perform. I think it probably was Monique because she kind of ended the show. But it was phenomenal. It was great. It was freaking amazing. Okay? You couldn't pay me to go to a D.L. Hughley show. Like, the reality, these niggas ain't come this hard, like I saw people say for Cat Williams. The delusional, the I want to stomp a bitch when she down of it all is just ridiculous. Like I said, she didn't even really go that hard. She just kind of said, I didn't think it was respectful. You don't have to, again, we don't have to agree with her relationship with her man. A lot of people don't agree with your relationship with your wife and think she taking a hard fucking L. Side babies, her children getting molested, and you acting like her children lying and all of this crazy shit. Hard L. Hard L. But again, that's your personal business. I'm personally annoyed and tired of people. First response is to say because she called her man daddy. There's a million bitches out here calling their man daddy. A million bitches out here calling their man daddy. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. A lot of women out here are calling their man daddy for whatever reason. Because that's what they do. Because that's their trauma response. Because they maybe didn't have a daddy. It ain't my job to figure it out. Just like it's your wife's trauma response to stay with you, even though your friend took advantage of her daughter and you cheated on her and had a baby on her and all this other shit that she dealt with, right? That's her trauma response. Y'all, I want to know y'all opinions down in the comment section below because I'm fucking annoyed. Like, she said a lot in this interview, but to be frank, D.L. Hughley was probably not the person that was supposed to jump on here to try to defend himself, thinking he fucking funny. You're not funny, sir. You ain't never been funny, sir. Not one fucking bit of funny, sir. Go sit down.